prep. I hope all of you can hear me and you can see me as well. In case you can, let me know in the chat box. So this session is about reading editorials, articles, book excerpts from all over the world and learning how to do it in the best possible manner. This session takes place on Monday, Wednesday and Thursday. In case you are not aware, do know and just spread the word among your friends. Okay, let me quickly check who is present and who is not. Meanwhile, in case you have joined, just say a quick hi. Welcome everyone, welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, the most comprehensive app for all kind of preparations. Okay, now I can already see some of the students have turned up. So who is there? Malia is there, Varsha. Now there is someone called Crazy Girl. I think you have a name as well, right? It's very weird to be called Crazy Girl by family members. Preeti, Anisha is there, Kameshwari has come. Okay, that's a good number actually. Sneha, Preeti, Khushi, Paritosh, you have come after a long time. You vanished in the middle somewhere, huh? Khushi, Devadrita, Chiku, Sijan is there. Sijan is pretty consistent. Sachin, Saima is also consistent. Gargi is also consistent. All right, good to see you all. This makes my day, because what makes someone happier than having a consistent set of people who turn up for the discussion. Now remember, we really appreciate you guys coming here because you have better options to pass your time if you choose to do so, correct? There are millions of reels on YouTube. You can just watch people falling down from here and there and doing all the chapri stuff on bikes, but you choose to utilize your time, which I think is a great idea. All right everyone, Jitu, Aditi, Shweta, Lakshmi, Nancy, Shubham, Ashrita. Good morning guys, good to see you all. Okay, so without wasting any more time, we will straight away come to the point. So in case you're watching me for the first time, let me quickly tell you what we do in these classes. So this class specifically is about reading articles, editorials, book parts from different sources. Okay, as we do more sessions, it's going to get even more exciting and complicated. The session generally is fun because we read something and then we do vocab based on that particular reading, we do questions based on that, and eventually it helps you build your language. So in case you have not watched the previous sessions, please do that. They're available on this platform. Okay, so did I miss anybody? Yes, चीकू त्रिपाठी, यस आप कर सकते हैं. चीकू इज सेइंग मैंने अभी 12th पास किया है and I want to prepare for CLAT. Of course Chiku, you can do that, and but remember the kind of time we have to work very hard, extremely hard, otherwise others will be much better off than we are and they'll beat you in competition, correct? Okay everyone, did I miss anything? Sijan, yes, I have asked the technical team. There was some technical issue with that class, so probably they'll sort it out and post it back. Okay. Rather, there was a class on Monday, but the video is not available currently. There was some technical issue with the, I don't know, I'm not a technical person, but once it is sorted, it will be probably posted. Okay. All right. Chiku, our team will get in touch with you. Okay, don't post your number right now. You will be contacted. Ashrita, yes, Ashrita. It will be posted. Hopefully. Okay, there was some technical issue, I was told. Okay. All right, everyone. Are you guys ready for reading today's session? Today's article, basically, it's a very easy article. Not very hard, but interesting article. I think you would enjoy. I have received a lot of comments in the previous sessions videos that you guys want economy based paragraphs which should have terms which are important and some of you don't understand. For example, stagflation or inflation, or what is cash reserve ratio, or what is repo rate, or what is reverse repo rate. So those kind of terms I will try and discuss in one of the sessions. Okay, I'll have to just look for a good article for that. And I have received feedback on taking up philosophy based paragraphs. I'll do that very soon, maybe in the next series from Monday. Economy, philosophy, science. Okay, I have been told about science. I'll take that up, no problem. If you guys have any such feedback, please feel free, and if possible type it in the comment section, not in the chat section. Okay, comment section, because I can read the comment section later also. Okay, and if you're watching me after the session is over, you can do that, no problem at all. Okay, all right everyone. Now remember, this is the article. This article appeared in the Economist magazine, very reputed magazine. Fairly easy article, but I want you guys to read the article, but I will also read the article along with you. And now today I will discuss something slightly different also in terms of reading. How reading can help you grow your language and grow other aspects of your preparation also is what I'm going to discuss. Okay, so today I will not ask you to read and I will not sit back. I'm going to read the paragraph, the article with you guys. Okay, so let's begin. I hope all of you can see the article, right? We can start. So Rida says science, religion, yes. Social, political, absolutely, definitely we'll take that up. Okay, so let me start. Let me just find my marker, highlighter. Is it working? Let me just check. Oh yes. All right everyone, so let's start reading it. Power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely, said Mr. John Dalberg Acton. Must be a famous person, right? Non-famous people are not quoted. The problem can be big enough to hold back a country's development. Oh, so the sentence is saying that corruption can be a big problem, and it can actually make a country not grow. One study has shown that bribe is oil money, right? It makes your jobs get done by the authorities, and it's illegal, of course. Bribe accounts for 8% of the total cost of running a business in Uganda. And another found that it boosted the price of hospital supplies in Buenos Aires by 15%. Now, pause here everyone, and let me quickly tell you something important. You may or may not be aware of it. Okay. Whenever you are reading an article, an editorial, especially in a newspaper, because you guys do that, I know, always ask yourself that if something new comes my way, okay, if something new comes my way, just ask yourself, do I know about that particular thing? Okay, just once. For example, here there is a mention of the country Uganda or Buenos Aires. Just ask yourself, do I know about this country? If the globe is given to me, can I locate it? Right? Now, I think you all know that probably you would say, I know it is in Africa, Uganda, right? Yes, it is. But can we try to know a little more? This is how, remember guys, this is how your static GK becomes expanded, becomes powerful, becomes strong, right? For example, what is the capital of Uganda? Just a little more information. CLAT, remember, in last year also it asked static GK questions based on current affairs. So there might be some event in Uganda, and there might be a question from static GK, right? So can you guys tell me in the comment section what is the capital of Uganda? I think you guys know, but still, okay, just quickly, everybody, just type quickly and don't Google, of course. Okay, quickly, what's the capital of Uganda? You can also say I don't know, IDK. That's totally fine, no problem. Quickly, everyone, let's see. And I can see, I can't see the answer yet. Where did the now I have started getting answer. Correct. Gargi, that's correct. Yep. Yes. Very good. Kampala. Kampala is the capital, but I can see almost 80% people saying I don't know. I hope you get the point, right? You guys are preparing for one of the toughest exams in terms of GK. Why not prepare well? Correct? Is the point clear, everybody? For example, let me tell you. Suppose the static GK guy asks you, okay, the second biggest, I think it's the second biggest freshwater lake in the world is found in Uganda. What's the name? They can make it hard also, right? Or they can say Uganda also is home to a very critically endangered species. Which species of animal is that? Right? For example, Uganda is home to mountain gorillas. Okay, very few places where they are found. Uganda is one of them. Rwanda is another. Actually, it's the border, right? So try to know a little more. So capital, what is the capital? What is it famous for? What has been the past? For example, past reminds me. Have you heard of this guy called Idi Amin? I just remembered him just now. Please do check it on Google. I might be 1% wrong, but I think this guy Idi Amin was from this place, right? He was the president, and Idi Amin, and he was the one who helped the terrorists when they hijacked an Israeli plane in 1976, and therefore there was an episode called Raid on Entebbe. Entebbe is the only international airport in Uganda, right? So Israel attacked the airport, flying their soldiers 4,000 kilometers, and they got all the hostages back except one person. So do some research. Is the point clear, everybody? Nowadays it can be done on Wikipedia in 10 minutes, right? But background check is very important. That's what builds your static GK. You can read one article in 20 minutes. You can do 10-minute reading, 10 minutes background check. You can do some on vocab, some on history, some on whatever is given. Whatever is new is an opportunity. Correct? If you see something new, just ask yourself, do I know about it? For example, Buenos Aires. Isn't that the capital of Argentina? Right? So, am I correct, everybody? Just confirm, everyone, please, quickly. Hriday says Operation Thunderbolt. Yes, yes. Paritosh says he used to eat the flesh of enemies after killing them. Paritosh, I have read that. Yep. And most probably it is true. Okay, he was a heavyweight boxer, 6'4", and he was known for intimidating his enemies. Okay. Lake Victoria, that's, I think, is correct. Yeah, Lake Victoria is the lake. Yeah, should be. All right. Yes, yes, Argentina. Now, so you can ask yourself, why is it called Argentina? Argentinum is the chemical name for silver, no? Is there a connection between Argentina and silver? I don't know. You guys can find out. I'm just speculating wildly, just thinking. But you guys go and find out. For example, Argentina has been known to shelter Nazis. Why? Why are they fascinated by the Nazis? After World War II, Argentina was the country which gave refuge to the largest number of Nazis. Why? Do some research, learn, read on Wikipedia, that's all. Okay? All right. So let's move on. For most people in the world, though, the worry is not that corruption may slow down their country's GDP. Obviously, people are not worried that it will slow down India's GDP from 7% to 6.5. No. It says it is that their daily lives, just a second guys, let me get the correct color. It is that their daily lives are pervaded by endless hassles, big and small. Now, you get a new word. What should you do? Just quickly do a couple of things. Whenever you see a new word, quickly do a couple of things. First, check how it is pronounced. How do you pronounce it is the first thing. Pronunciation is the first thing you check. Just a second guys, changed. The pronunciation is the first thing you check. You always check, right? And after that, check the meaning. And after that, of course, try to see at least 5 synonyms. When you do 5 synonyms, what happens is you remember at least 2 or 3, or at least one extra word, right? So their daily lives are pervaded by endless hassles, big and small. Now here, remember, if you don't know the meaning, you can at least guess the meaning. Okay, you don't have to open the dictionary right away. You can do it later also, but guess the meaning. Their daily lives are pervaded by endless hassles, big and small, right? But I'm not telling you the meaning right now because there would be a question on it later. And for all the evidence that some cultures suffer endemic corruption, while others are relatively clean, attitudes towards corruption and even the language describing bribery is remarkably similar around the world. So it says the attitude may be different, right? The level of corruption in different countries may be different, but the language describing bribery is very similar. In a testament to people's basic decency, bribe takers and bribe payers have developed an elaborate theater of dissimulation. Now read this line, guys, and tell me. Just read this line and tell me. Did you understand what this line is saying? Let me change the color, okay? More readable color. Did you guys understand what this line just said? Very, very flowery language, Shashi Tharoor style language, right? In a testament to most people's basic decency, bribe takers and bribe payers have developed an elaborate theater of dissimulation. What is the author saying? It doesn't look like a very easy to understand kind of sentence, right? In a testament to most people's basic decency, bribe takers and bribe payers have developed an elaborate theater of dissimulation. Okay, I'll come to that later. This is not just to avoid detection. So it says they have developed an elaborate theater of dissimulation. Now I don't know what is dissimulation, okay, but the reason is given. They want to avoid detection. They don't want to get caught, obviously. Though most of the world is plagued by corruption, even serial offenders try to conceal it. That's also obvious. So remember, most of the world has corruption, okay, but everywhere serial offenders do what? They try to hide it. Obvious. Rich Westerners, now remember, it's an example coming, okay? Rich Westerners may not think of their societies as plagued by corruption. Now, yesterday also I discussed it, remember? You write a sentence and right after that you say but. Now tell me guys, if you are saying India is a rich country, but can we be sure that the next point is going to counter it? Yes or no? It's a contrasting word. The author is saying rich Westerners may not think that their country is plagued by corruption, but now you can be very sure, you can anticipate that the author is going to talk about something opposite. that even in Western countries, corruption is there. They may think it is not there. Now read, but the definition of bribery clearly differs from person to person. A New Yorker might pity the third world businessman who must pay bribes just to keep his shop open, but the same New Yorker would not think twice about slipping the maitre d' $50 to sneak into a nice restaurant without reservation. Poor people the world over are most infuriated by the casual corruption of the elites. So, anticipation we have talked about yesterday. Always try to anticipate. That makes your reading faster. Correct? You don't have to read every word and understand. You can also think, what is the author going to say next? Correct, everyone? Remember we talked about it yesterday? Very good. Hriday, yes, I saw your comment. I'll come to that in a while. Just let's finish this first. Indeed, the world's richest economy, in the world's richest economy, what many see as a simple bribery is an integral part of lawmaking. Oh, so even in the richest economy, bribery is common, but by another name. In Washington, D.C., it is accepted that a lobbyist is a person who will try to get a law made in your favor if you pay the person money or the person's party money. It is an accepted way of doing things in US. Okay. In Washington, D.C., it is accepted that a lobbyist's generous campaign contribution to a crucial congressman may help to steer some spending to the lobbyist client. Now, so look at this line, everybody. I hope you understand it. It says, in Washington, D.C., it is accepted that a lobbyist's generous campaign contribution to a crucial congressman. Suppose you are a weapon seller, you sell rifles, okay? You want a law passed by the congressman that helps you ultimately. What will you do? You will go to the congressman and you will say, sir, I will give you $50 million as funding to the campaign that you are doing. Okay, it's my humble funding contribution. And when the person wins and becomes a congressman, the person will pass or get passed a law that helps you. So what is this? This is also bribery. In countries like India, it is done directly. Okay, you go and pay and then it's done. But here it is done in a slightly different manner, but it is bribery nonetheless. That's what the author is saying. But proving corruption requires proving the intent to exchange one favor for another, and proving intent is hard. There is no single cultural factor that inclines a society towards corruption, but economic factors play a big part. So the author's point is that, remember, culturally there may not be any factor that makes a society to accept bribes, but economic factors may be there everywhere. Correct? Even in rich countries, economic factors may be there. Somebody takes money, somebody does something for you. It may not be direct bribery, but it can be a bribery in a roundabout manner. Correct? Now, one small question that I had in mind, I just wanted to know from you guys. It says Washington, D.C. So why is it saying Washington, D.C.? Anybody, any clue? Have you done any research so far in your life? Anybody? Nancy, we have a complaint from you. We have a lot of you watching the session. If you like it, just press the like button. It helps us reach more number of students and it helps us bring you more free content and makes us energized, right? So it won't take a lot. Just press the button quickly, guys, and tell me, why is it called DC? Anybody? Now please don't tell me DC is District of Columbia. I know that. My question is, why is it called District of Columbia? Why not simply call it Washington? If you do not know, please find out. Okay, DC is District of Columbia, but why is it called DC? Why not simply call it Washington? This is called background check. Go and do background check. Whenever you see something new, ask yourself, why is it so? Correct? Paritosh says countries are represented by the capital. Washington is the capital. Why DC? Lakshmi, no. I hope you have understood my question, right? Why not call it only Washington? Why DC? right? There is a very interesting history to it. Find out, otherwise I'll tell you in the next session. Okay. Lastly, most clearly, poverty and bribery go together. Yes, but which causes which? We don't know. People are poor, therefore they bribe, and because they bribe, they don't get facilities for free. It's a vicious cycle, right? Although most economists agree that corruption slows development, a corrupt country is nevertheless is, however, capable of rapid growth. Even a corrupt country can grow at a rapid pace. Countries may be corrupt because they are poor and not the other way around. Countries may be corrupt because they are poor, and not they are poor, therefore they are corrupt. Okay, they are corrupt, therefore they are poor. Corruption takes away their rights, their money, the money flows outside. People in poor countries, politicians take the money from poor people and they put it in Swiss bank. Who gets the benefit? Switzerland. That is why Switzerland tried in 2 years back, they tried to give people a basic minimum amount of money every month for free. They said if you are a couple with a kid, you will get about 5,500 euros per month free. And people rejected it. People said, no, we want to work and get it. They have that kind of money. Why? Because the entire world, corrupt people from the entire world keep their money there. They have loads of free money. They are giving it on interest, earning money, right? So countries may be corrupt because they are poor. Corruption thus offers yet another confirmation of the dictum attributed to Thomas Jefferson. That dictum is a statement. The government is the best which governs the least. Now this one, okay, let me ask you. The government is the best which governs the least. This statement is an example of what? Can you tell me? What is this an example of? What is the official word for such a statement? Saima says to honor Columbus. Okay. Rida, yes, that's a good overall summary. But I want you to answer the question that I just asked. This statement can be called an example of. Parth Tiwari, thank you. And make sure you come regularly. We'll do more in these classes, okay? And spread the word, of course. Aphorism, Hriday. Well done, Hriday. Very good. Anybody else? What is this sentence an example of? What can be the official name of this sentence? Hriday said aphorism. But can I have more answers? You can also say I don't know. I don't know. Maaf kar do. I don't know. I have no idea. Irony, Stuti? No, not really. But yes, there is a contradiction in the sentence. You can, yes, Stuti, you can say it's figures of speech if you apply. Yes, it's an ironical statement. I agree. Yes. Good observation. Hriday, yes, it's an aphorism. Yes. Very good. So now remember, it's very obvious that probably you looked for the word but you did not know, so you have kept quiet. Yes or no? I can see that, but no problem. Let's come to the article before I show you a question. I hope you got the basic idea, right? The basic idea is that corruption is a bigger problem than it looks like. It is a bigger problem for the poor people. And why? I'll not tell you that. There's a question on that. And corruption is practically found everywhere. Just the name changes. Correct? In rich countries, you can call it tip or giving somebody a tip, or you can call it lobbying. But it's the same thing. You are basically bribing. Correct? And corrupt countries tend to be poor because rich people, politicians take the money from poor, they keep it outside, country remains poor. Correct? That's what the author is saying. So let's have a look at one of the questions. Can you guys try and tell me the correct answer as fast as you can without googling? Let's see who gets the first answer. This is the second part, guys, which you have to do if you're doing reading. You come across a new word, go and check the pronunciation, meaning, how it is used, 3-4 synonyms and antonyms. Right? Can I have the answer, please? Dissimulation. Preeti, yes, you can say that also. I just saw your comment. Gargi, Anisha, not really. But can I have the answer for this question, everybody? Anshuman said, I don't know. That's totally fine, Anshuman. Hriday says, can you show the page? It's not required. Hriday, okay. You can try just like that. B, C, B, C, 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 C. Let's see. Okay. Saima, yes. Well done. You answered the previous question, right? But you did a good job. All right, guys. Lakshmi says A for apple. Okay. Dissimulation. Very interesting word. Very interesting word. But it's very easy to remember. Okay. I'll tell you the shortcut to remember it. Have you seen the... let me change the color first. You guys must have seen the word simulation. Have you? For example, you may have played simulation games, right? You fly airplane. I do that on my phone a lot. You fly planes. They are simulations. What is a simulation? Simulation is basically a fake or a mock model, right? For example, war simulation. Paintball game you may have heard of, right? So people become like soldiers and then they start fighting, but they basically fire paintballs. That's simulation, right? Mock exams are basically simulation of the actual exam. You write mock CLAT. Mock CLAT is basically a simulation of the actual CLAT. It's a mock one. It's a fake one, not original. Very surprisingly, dissimulation and simulation is almost similar. The only difference is dissimulation is a negative word. Okay, simulation can be positive also. War simulation, it's a fake war, but in a positive sense for exercise and all. Dissimulation is a negative word. Dissimulation basically means dishonesty. When you try to cheat people, deceive people, it's a subterfuge. Subterfuge is what? When you try to cheat, dishonesty or misrepresentation. Our politicians are famous for misrepresentation, correct? They say something, they mean something else. All these three words are same. What is the correct answer? Correct answer is model, because you had to find the most inappropriate option. So correct answer is C, model. Is it clear, everybody? So please remember, simulation, dissimulation, same meaning, but dissimulation is a negative word, simulation is a positive word. Well done, guys. Those of you who got it right. Next one. Anisha, yep, absolutely. Sijan says train simulator. Yes, train. I have not played that, but I play the plane simulation more. Gargi, yes, dissimulation can also mean a disguise, dishonesty, fakeness, deception, all that. Okay, I hope it is clear. There can be multiple meanings. No, I just got 3 of them here. Okay, try please. Okay, Lakshmi, did you? Okay, A, kya baat? All right. No, but Stuti says B and Anshuman says C. Preeti says A. Okay, B, C. Nobody said D. Huh? All right. Most appropriate replacement. Pervade basically means to permeate. Permeate basically means to spread everywhere. Right? For example, during the rainy season, mosquitoes become all pervasive. They pervade every inch of your house, especially if you stay in a very damp place, right? But diffuse basically means to spread, as in gas, right? For example, gas will diffuse. If you open a container of let's say deo in a room, the perfume will spread. Okay, pervade is different from diffuse. Diffuse is from one place to another, it will go and occupy the entire space. Permeate basically means to get into everything, every corner of it. So slightly different, of course. Pervade, permeate is the most appropriate word. Digress, I hope you mean digress basically means to go away from your target. So you are going to London, you go to China. That is what is digression. Digress means to walk or move. Disparage is to belittle or show disrespect towards someone. Very good, well done. That's a good answer. All right, we have another one. Oh, this one is the funniest question. Can I have the answer, please? Gargi, I hope it was clear. Pragya, I hope it was clear. Okay, let's see who gives the first correct answer. No, that's Anshuman. Anshuman Pandey, D. Paritosh, dog. You mean A, right? A, kya baat? A. Now, if you guys have done my classes earlier, or if you know me a little, I'm pretty sure you would be thinking, no, you would be scratching your head. How is this question so easy? Just tell me honestly, everybody, okay? And if you're watching me after the session is over, you then also you tell me. If you have done my classes, you must be thinking, how is this even possible? How can he give an option as dog? Dog of all things, no? Right, I'm sure you must have thought. Oh, subah, what is this? Okay, so let me first tell you the correct answer. You have to find the most inappropriate replacement, right? This, and this are all correct replacements, and therefore the correct answer is D, ill health. Now tell me, does it shock you a little? Yes or no? Jaldi say in the chat box, everyone. Hriday says, I was wondering, I thought you messed up this question. Hriday, no, it did not happen this time. You guys messed up, okay? I made you guys mess up. Kaveri Chavan, is it clear? Okay, so now listen to me very carefully before you start expressing your innermost shock, okay? Plague word, of course, can be a noun and it can be a verb, okay? Plague, when you use it as a noun, means a disease, right? You know that, disease. But plague, when you use it as a verb, means to cause pain, right? To cause pain when you use it as a verb. And when you use the word dog as a verb, not a noun, not that dog, Bruno, Max, not that. When you use it as a verb, then dog also means to cause someone pain, to persistently follow someone, not leave that person. For example, failure has dogged him all his life. Means failure has caused pain all his life, has been consistently there, never left him alone. Failure has racked his health, caused pain to his health, caused sufferance to his health, consistently, persistently followed the person. Torment, you know, torment is torture. All these three are verb words, whereas ill health is a state of affair, right? Ill health, therefore, is the most inappropriate. Therefore, the correct answer is for Calcutta. Now, let me tell you, why did I give you this question? Understand, everyone. If you're watching me after the session is over, then also is very important. That is why I keep on saying, if you come across something new, don't take it for granted. Go and Google, right? Know everything about the word, past, present, future, noun, adjective, verb. What are the forms available? For example, did you guys know that dog word can be a verb also? I think some of you knew, probably because you have been reading, but some of you probably had no idea that dog can be a verb. Even the dog had no idea, right? But dog can be a verb. and I hope you learned something new. Yes or no? Tuti Mishra, absolutely. Sneha Das, you got it. Yep, absolutely. Sir, Hoek is inappropriate. What is Paritosh? What is Hoek? HOEC. Lakshmi says shocked, but we knew about it almost. Anisha, yes, absolutely. Tuti Mishra, that's correct. Kaima, but I hope you learned it, right? That's the most important part. My job is to just shake you a little here and there so that you guys start working harder. That's what the whole idea is. You guys can do it. I don't need to do it for you, right? You can do it, provided a little bit of stimulation is given to you, right? Shock, jhatka. Okay. All right, everyone. Please send me the correct answer. This one is easy, right? I'll show you the part also where from it comes. Okay. Do I have the part? If you want to read the part, I'll show you. Okay, just let me know because I'll have to go back. So in case you need it, just let me know. Oh, Paritosh, okay, get that. Hriday, I'm glad that you realize, and the good thing is, Hriday, that you tell me that you were stumped by the question. CAB. Now some of you are like, huh? All options are similar. Hriday says, show me the paragraph. Okay, let me go back in that case, Hriday. Just wait. Okay. Here is the paragraph and here is the word. Okay, just read it quickly, then I'll take you to the question. Okay, I hope it is clear now. Let's go to the question. Yes, please. So I have so far I have gotten C or A. Okay. All right, I'll tell you the correct answer. No problem. Now see, maitre d' is basically a person who works in a restaurant or a hotel. Okay. Matron generally is a female who works in a hospital, is the head nurse. Okay, can be employed in a hotel also, but not in the same sense. But maitre d' is not a matron in the hotel. This person works typically in the restaurant area. Okay, restaurant area. So this option is not really appropriate. Maitre d' is a waiter, can be a waiter. Nowadays it may not be a waiter also, but can be a waiter, but not ordinary waiter. It must be the head waiter. Maitre d' is the person who controls the restaurant. You can also call in today's language manager of the restaurant. So the person is the head of all the other waiters there, all the cleaning staff, sometimes even the chef are working there, but not the head, but let's say the manager of the chefs. So this person is basically the head waiter or the one who manages the restaurant. Okay, takes care of the service part. So not a waiter really. Head waiter, yes. Definitely not a security guard, and therefore the correct answer is C for Calcutta. Is it clear, everybody? You must have thought 50 bucks. That means it must be the bouncer, right? The security guard outside. No, not at all. It is not that. It is basically the head waiter or waitress, whatever is the case. I hope it is clear, everybody. That is why sometimes contextual meaning may not give you the basic idea. That's the worst part, right? Okay, everyone. So here is the next question. In the last paragraph, you guys can see there is a statement by Thomas Jefferson, right? This statement is written here also. I have pasted it here also. Thomas Jefferson's statement, the government is the best which governs the least, can also be called. 4 options. Tell me the correct answer, everybody. This statement can also be known as. So remember guys that we are conducting. In case you want us to, please subscribe. You can join us also, and more importantly, give us feedback. Let us know whether it's working or not, whether you liked it or not, whether it was useful or not, and what more can we do in the chat box. When you write it in the chat box, I can read it later. Okay, in the chat, if you write, it vanishes. Okay, B B B B B A B A B A. Okay, let me quickly tell you the correct answer. First, let me tell you what is epithet. Epithet is basically a title, okay, attached to somebody's name. For example, suppose you in your locality you are known as Langda Tyagi, right? Your surname is Tyagi, people added Langda to your name. Now this is an epithet, correct? Suppose your name is Munna, and then they added Bhai to it or MBBS to it. That becomes an epithet. Alexander the Great. The Great here is epithet, right? It is added to your name. Epi means upon. Epithet is added upon the name. Jesus of Nazareth. So you're adding to the name, right? Alexander the Great, Akbar the Great. You're adding to somebody's name. That is called epithet. But this is not an epithet. This is a whole statement. Correct? Mahatma. Gandhi the Mahatma. Mahatma is an epithet. This is the whole statement. So epithet is wrong answer. Epi means upon. Log means to talk. When you write a book and you write something about the book at the end, that's called epilogue. Okay, epilogue is it's upon the end, at the end of a book. A short passage. Okay, a short passage at the end of the book is known as epilogue. So this is also not the correct answer. Epicure is a person who loves luxury. Loves luxury, luxurious things in life. Vijay Mallya is the brand ambassador of Epicure. Okay, also has good sense of luxurious things. I mean, only if you have money you can have all that. Whereas epigram, gram basically means to write. Telegram, tele means from far, gram is to write. Telegram is writing from far, right? Epi means upon. Epigram basically means when you write upon something. It's a short line, short paragraph, sometimes a short poem written on something, about something. That's called epigram. Epigrams are also known as proverbs, right? Or as Hriday said, aphorism. Aphorism. Aphorisms are basically, oh, I think there is just one P. Am I right? Aphorism. I think there should be one P, but if there is one more, just add it, okay? Or adage also, or proverb in simple English. Hriday, just confirm, huh? I have forgotten the spelling. So I hope you get the point here, everybody. Correct. Tijan, epi means upon. Upon. Okay. Kaveri, yes. The child, aphorism. Yeah, the single P, no? Yeah, exactly. The child is father to the man. Absolutely, Kaveri. And when I was in class, probably 4th or 5th, I read this statement for the first time and I was utterly confused. I was like, child is the father of the man? I mean, for a kid, it's very hard to understand, but because it has a deeper meaning, right? Proverbs have deeper meanings. Okay, everyone, let's look at the last question of the day quickly. So in case you like the session, you know what to do, right? Just tell your friends about it, let them come and also benefit. Why do people dislike corruption? Very simple question. I think you know the answer already. If you remember the word pervade, I think you know the answer. Yes, everybody? option 444 DDD 444 DDD 2D2. Okay, DDD. Oh, that's awesome. Absolutely, you guys rocked it. Correct answer is D for Delhi, or fourth option, because the paragraph clearly said people don't care about the GDP. They care about the fact that their daily life becomes full of hassles because of corruption. Wherever they go, they have to give money. So they don't care about what is happening to the country. They care about their own lives because it becomes full of hassles on a day-to-day life. They don't care about the overall progress. Nobody actually cares, right? Do you care about what is happening to the society? You care about your own life first. That's how the mentality works, and therefore the correct answer is 4. So thank you so much everyone for joining. I hope you found the session useful. We'll make it more interesting, more harder also. Okay, you can expect harder questions. I'm just warming it up right now, and we'll rock it more, provided you help us by liking it, subscribing, and spreading the word. First step you have to do is just like the session. Okay, I'll see you again. Thank you so much. We'll meet on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and on Sunday at 3 o'clock I think we have a session lined up. So just check the WhatsApp, just check the YouTube channel that we have, and probably on the Telegram also you would get the information. So just join us wherever possible, and I'll see you. Thank you so much guys. Thank you so much for joining me here. I'll take your leave now. Please take care. Thank you so much. Bye everybody.